Hey Peeperoonies, KP here with the final recap of the 2026 Artfight season. Ooh, this has been a very exciting year for sure. For anyone that has been following along, I'm going to give you a huge thank you because that's crazy. And for anyone who might be new and have never seen my videos before, hi, I'm KP, and I like to recap how my Artfight is going every year. And this is the last one for this set of videos. I will try and link a playlist up in the iCard. If you want to watch the rest of them, I just show off all the cool art that I got, plus talk about the art that I made. That leads us to what the next part of this video is. I'm going to start off with telling you about all the art that I made. Now, this stretch of days I did lock in, so brace yourself, it is a lot. And because of that, I am going to put 2 images on screen, so 2 artworks at a time rather than just the one like I had been doing in the previous videos. Also, just a reminder, I will only be covering art from the 22nd until the 2nd of August. Okay, to the art. First was 2 revenges on day 22. I drew this girl made of water, which was super fun to shade, and I did a revenge that I started on week 2, but I took a break because I just wasn't feeling it, and stepping away felt like the right move at the time, and it was, because I am super proud of the outcome. Next day, I did 2 attacks. First was this small mass attack. I drew 3 of my mutual's glider characters in this fun little setup. I think it's really cute. Also, I am host of Question of the Day in a Discord server, and I just had to draw the answer for one of the questions that I got, having to do with how your character would open a can. Super fun. So I did make that into an attack. I then drew this cute little glider on day 24. They're based off of a Devon Rex cat, which are one of my favorite kinds of cats, guys. And then I also did this revenge of my OC and the other person's OC on the 25th. They seem to have a similar vibe, and I thought that they would have like a lot of things in common to talk about, so I thought that'd be a cute little thing to draw. Also, reminder to always check permissions if you ever want to draw people's OCs with your own or someone else's. And if they don't have the permissions listed, make sure to ask, always. Okay, another sketch of a glider, little cutie. And then I had to draw this little cat goober. Her name is Quail, and I quite love her. I did these on the 25th as well. Bless you. I did these on the 25th as well. 2 more sketch attacks. This one was of a keeper. I just love the little ink theming going on for this goober. And then this full body sketch of this character with an eye patch. These are so cool. Then I took the 26th off to rest. And then back to revenges. On the 27th, I drew a cowboy painting as a revenge of an artwork that I got of Ernest earlier that month. And then I drew another glider drawing that I'm really proud of. And we're still on revenges. I drew this bunny gal, and at this point I was having slight burnout, but I snap out of it pretty quickly after taking another small break and coming back the next day, which leads to the other revenge. Their OC had wings on their head, which, I don't know if you know this, but I love drawing wings, so this was a lot of fun once I got back into the art groove. 2 more, you guessed it, 2 more revenges. I think moving forward, I'm just going to tell you if the art isn't a revenge, because most of these are going to be revenges. This person's character didn't have any colored refs, so instead of just giving them a plain line work or sketch, I decided to lean into the lack of color and make something more interesting to look at with it. And I'm really proud of it. And then I had to draw this gal in a pretty dress. I basically have pretty dresses down to muscle memory at this point. And I decided to be a little bit funny on the 29th, so the next attack I did was a silly little family photo, kind of spoofing an image that they made me earlier. And then I also drew them a full version without the joke image, just because I'm like that. Skipping on to the 30th, the home stretch, guys. I did a revenge on another glider. This little fluffy guy was so cute, and I had a lot of fun trying to make him look really fluffy. I was trying to push the shadows a bit more to make the feather texture and the fur texture pop even more, and I think it came out okay. Also on the 30th, I finished a non-revenge for one of my mutuals that I have been attacking each year for the last, I want to say 3 years. Yeah, I'm really proud of this one. And then back to the revenges. I decided to switch to mostly chibis moving forward, as it was the 31st, and I spent most of the day doing doctor's appointments and stuff, and I was really tired, and they're faster for me. I drew this cute little goober chibi first time doing one of these with this new coloring style and shading method that I've been doing, and I'm very pleased with it. I did 2 chibs as attacks. First was a little intimidating because of the pattern, but ended up making a repeating pattern for it, and that helped out so much. And the next chib was this cute little robot, and I think it came out super cutie pie for real, for real. 2 more goobers. I was really on a roll, guys. First one was this cute little silly that is a humanized dresser drawer set. That is adorable. And the second was a fairy, which I very much love drawing fairies. Oodles of fun. I squeezed one more in that day, and I drew a Chibi. So cute, so fun. Alright, August the 1st. I really locked in, okay? I did another fairy goober to start off. And then I did 2 more Chibis. Not really much to say other than they're just so cute and I am so proud of them. I say this about all of my Chibi work. I just love all of them. I did another goober chibi and another chib. The goober was this like little plant fairy nymph. I'm not quite sure, but I do know that they are adorable and they definitely fit a chibi look. And the chib is of a character named Laura that I did do a sketch earlier this month for, switching things up a little bit because I was getting a little bit bored. I drew 2 experimental chibis, so still chibis, but a little different. This first one was like a cherry bomb gal. Cherries and bombs, cherry bombs. It was super fun. So silly. And the second was a gay vampire. I love me some lesbian vampires, chat. I'd gotten an attack on my Navi OC, Liar, so I decided to do a portrait of their Navi OC. And I did need to do a non-chibi thing just to take a break from that because I was getting quite bored, while still being somewhat productive. But then I went right back to chibis and drew a chib of this little apple OC. I just wanted to squish 'em. And then I moved to my computer because I was working on my laptop because I work from bed a lot. It just feels better for me. Anyways, to the computer. And I needed to finish these ones on the computer anyways because they were a little bit too large for my laptop to handle. To warm up, I did this cute little pony character in a more of an experimental sketchy style, and then I made a goober of this werewolf OC, which I am quite proud of. Normally I prefer the look of the human OCs as goobers, but this one came out really good. One more cheap before I get back into the larger attacks before I run out of time. Again, just another cutie. And then I did the eyes and added some lighting to this animated GIF. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of this one. I was originally going to tween it, but tweening even on my computer with how many layers I had was just not working out. See, I animate in clip, I tween in clip, and it's not really made for what I was doing with it, I think. Or my computer's just not strong enough to handle what I was doing with it. So I did shift over to frame by frame for that one. This attack was my mass attack of the year. I tried to do at least one larger scale mass attack every year. I'm going to put it up on the screen all by itself because I want to spotlight it. It's its own thing. It's a character select screen with 9 different fishy characters. I drew full body art for each one of them, minus Stardine because she is my own OC and I just didn't want to have to draw my own OC for the attack. I did finish most of this earlier in the month, but I did still have a sizable amount left to work on this last day, but I did manage to do it, and I'm so proud of it. I decided to stay up till 3 a.m. to finish 3 more attacks before the end of Artfight, because I knew that by the time I had woken up, the event was most likely going to be over, so I didn't want to risk it. I finished this rough animated GIF icon of this other lesbian vampire OC. It's actually a remake of an icon commission I did a few years ago, and I likely will finish it later on, but I did want to make sure that I got at least the sketch animation up before Artfight was over. And then the final 2 revenges. First was this little wizard kitty. I did just a cheap for this one. And for the very, very last one, I did an experimental chibi of this goat character. And that, folks, is all of the art that I did for Artfight. Thank you for sitting through that Yep Fest. Holy moly. And I'm going to tell you I did in fact surpass my Artfight goal, but I will cover all the fun tally and other type of things at the very end, cause I just want to show off the art that I got real quick. Again, to keep the video shorter, the info about the artist will be up on the screen, what team, if it was a revenge, all that good stuff. And I am human, so sometimes I do mistakes. If you noticed a mistake, please let me know down in the comments and I will add a correction in the description because I do link everyone I mentioned in the video in the description. To start off, the last batch of art that I got was a sketch of Quincy and this very, very cool Bonnie art. Next was some art of Eiley and the only art that she got this year, which I did find a little bit surprising, but also not that surprising with how many characters I have up. More Clementine art this time, all by herself. Silverbell is being really spoiled this year, and I just added her this year. She got this really cute gif of her and her flock. I also got this other Silverbell drawing. All the Silverbell drawings I got were just adorable, let me just tell you. And then I got some Prima art and more art of my noodle boy, Spaghettin. And then I got some really cool art of art funny. Okay, and the super fun drawing of Kermit as well. Lydia got even more art. This time it was a drawing in the context of her Ninjago AU. I use her for. My mutual has a very similar OC that we do sometimes joke being twins or like they're looking in a mirror. So they drew both of our gals with Lloyd as if they were triplets. Very, very, very cute. Got more Bonnie art. This one has a cute little chibi too, and some really fun Poppy art. Finally, Poppy art. My life is complete. This one was really fun. I love the colors. Thea got some art. This one was just stunning, okay? And a super cool keychain for Pinky Bug that I will be getting in the mail soon, and I am very, very hyped for. More Silverbell. Yes, more Silverbell. First one is her and her flock just being cutie pies. And the second, it's just some more just really cute art. What can I say? All this Silverbell art is just the cutest. I got some more Maisie art, which is stunning, and also a new character. I haven't picked if I want to keep the name that they came with or change it, but we'll see. He's super coolio, though. He's a kitty cat man, and I love kitty cat men. I love kitty cat characters, guys. Next two are a Clementine and Clover drawing. It's really fun that those two came in so close together. Look at my pretty kitty girls, and they're both very cutesy. Next was some art of my OC Liar. They used the Toy House OC code to draw her, and that was the only time this year that character code was utilized. But it's super fun when it does because it's like a total mystery who I'm going to be getting. It's like a little blind box for me. And to close out all the art that I got for Artfight, we got two Pelea attacks, a cute sketch one, and then also like a full body chibi. I want to say it's a chibi. It looks really cute. And the last two, some cherry art, so cute, and really pretty Telu art. I love all of it so much. Thank you so much. Everyone who attacked me, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, now to highlight some mass attacks. Okay, and now to highlight some mass attacks that I was included in. First was this really cute little blind box format. Quincy was included in this one, and I may use this idea for future because it is very fun. Next was this attack of a bunch of glider characters, and little Silverbell was included. Look at my spoiled girl being spoiled. And then this mass attack that I was actually the person who was lucky enough to have it directed to me so that I could actually, like, revenge it technically. One of my OCs was included in this, and that OC was Maisie. It's that Just My Type meme, and they included her. Their art is just stunning. And then the final mass attack has a bunch of different non-human OCs, and they included Joyce in their humanoid form. It was kind of like a little animated music video type-esque thing that was on Instagram, and it was super, super cute. Anyways, I love to see what ideas people come up with for mass attacks. It's just always fun to see what other things people are doing. And that was all the art that I got, including the mass attacks. Again, thank you so much. I love it all so very, very, very much. Now to do my tally, my goal, and which OC was drawn the most type of dealio here. In the end, my goal was 50 attacks, and, drum roll, I did 86. Yeah, I went over. I went over by quite a bit. I also got 80 defenses. That is some crazy work. And so many of them were from people who attacked me first, which is so fun to see. In the 5 years that I have done Artfight, most of the time, I'm the first one to attack, and then I get mostly revenges back. But this is the first year that it's the other way around, and it was so exhilarating. I am a victim of my own success, for real, for real. Alright, the most popular character was, drum roll, in first place, we had Silverbell. She had 8 attacks, plus she was included in 1 mass attack. Second place was Pinky Bug. They capped out at about 5. And in third place, we actually had a 3-way tie between Catmint, Prima, and Bonnie. They all got 4 attacks each. So what is this telling me? You guys like pretty girls? You like pretty girls? You like bows? Bows are really popular. That's what that's telling me. And then for Sona's, the one with the most attacks was obviously Pinky Bug, but Spaghettin got 2 attacks, Clokey got 1, and Kermit also got 1. And for Umika, they got a total of 4 attacks, so 1 being a mass attack of all the Umikas, 1 being of Micah, 1 being of Umeko, and 1 being of Thea. Love Umika. She got quite a few art, and I'm very happy about it. Okay, now that I'm done talking about Artfight, I do want to talk about the future. I mentioned in my last video that I was wanting to do something different for my OC intro videos, just because, I don't know, it's just, I'm spending a lot of time editing during Artfight, and I'm not really feeling up to it. So I'm either thinking of scheduling them to be out sooner, which is a little harder for me to commit to long-term goal-wise, just because of health reasons. But that is just the first idea. The second idea is a live stream. where you guys can ask me some questions about the characters that I'll have up this year. Maybe we'll do like a little poll to see who I should add, who I should remove. I'll talk about the characters while also maybe working on references or updating their profiles. And then, yeah, I'll just tell you about it. And then I'll just post the VOD so you guys can watch it if you missed it. I'm leaning toward that option because while talking for longer periods of time can be a little bit difficult for me, I was just getting so burnt out by having to do so much editing and thumbnail work. But for sure, let me know what you guys think down below. And I will continue to do the weekly recaps for just general Artfight, as I feel I will have too many defenses and attacks moving forward to share anything in a less frequent than once a week format. I think that's all for my Artfight related things. I will be back at the end of August with my OC redesign video as I promised. I just need to finish my talk sprites so I can make that, and I also want to take a small break from posting. So yeah, at the end of the month is the goal for that, and I am slowly opening comms up again. All of it will be linked down below, and you can support me by becoming a Patreon or Ko-fi member to get your name at the end of my videos and other exclusive content. I also just added a new tier, and I am editing how some of the older tiers are going to be moving forward. Just super cool stuff that you should check out. Again, all linked down below. You can also still show support by letting me know that you like the video. How can you do this? You can leave a comment telling me about how your art fight went. Did you meet your goals? Did you feel you learned any new art skills? And just, there's a lot of stuff you could talk about how art fight went. You can also like the video and subscribe if you aren't already. Make sure notifications are on so that you know the next time that I post. But I am aware that YouTube is not actually pushing out videos even though notifications are on. You can also join my Discord server, which I will have linked down below. I usually don't link it very often because I don't really like a huge influx of people, but I will link it down for this video. I post updates about how all of my videos are going, if I have any life updates, if I'm hosting a new raffle, the art I'm working on, all that good stuff. That way you can be on top of stuff when they come up. And until the next one, which should hopefully be sooner rather than later, bye-bye!